how I got to MRC is one of my favorite stories, is that I had a loved one go through this program, and I watched his life change exponentially, and he just did what he was asked. He was what was suggested of him, he did, and his life each year got better and better, and he ended up getting, like, his dream job. He's 4 or 5 years sober at the time. And I was in a survival job myself, and I was like, "This isn't it for me. I need to be doing what my degree gave me. I need to be a guidance counselor. I need to be um, in ministerial work, or I need to be in substance abuse counseling." And he opens up his computer, he's like, "Oh my god, MRC is hiring." And he's like, "You need to send your stuff." And so I did, and I had a conversation with the clinical director and the assistant clinical director, and it was an absolute fit.
I have to say that's just amazing. I actually have the pleasure of obviously, I know, your ex-husband, and, I believe I was a house manager, when he came through, and, that was an incredible thing to witness, to see the healthy boundaries that your family had and to watch him take the man, it's making me emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it's not very often that you suggest to somebody what to do that's really difficult and they actually do it. I mean, most of the time you're trying to advise these clients and you're trying to help them and you know what ought to happen. But you also see them struggle with how difficult it is to implement that change and to have those boundaries and to trust that it's going to be okay. And man, I remember so many times uh, he would come to me and he would be like upset or distressed or emotional about the situation. And I would always just say, hang in there. It's going to be okay. I promise. It's going to come together. And I didn't really know how or why, but I knew that it would be okay because I remember people told me that when I was here, and I kept thinking, like, "How? I have all this, like, wreckage, I have so much destruction, I don't know where things are gonna go. How could any of this make sense after some of these boundaries are gonna be put in place or if there's a divorce, right? What is my life gonna look like? What is gonna happen then?" And although there weren't really black and white, clear, resolute answers for me, just like there were not for your ex-husband, there was still this underlying peace and this knowing that, like, just stay the course and hang in there, things are gonna come together and make sense, right?